a thing that just says
There
community
we go.
guidelines warning on my YouTube studio.
Yeah, a minute ago.
Dude, what do
Repeated
you want to
warnings 1
do?
minute ago.
Take training or appeal
All right,
it?
we're back. What does it say? No, we're not going to appeal it. We just ended it.
But you gotta hit dude, what are you
Yeah, it
calling
says we're
me
live
for?
again.
I'm not answering you.
All right.
He's gonna keep this guy. You know what? Sometimes I'll tell you what. My phone's ringing. All right. Oh, Chris was calling me too.
All right. Yeah, we're live again. There we go. We're back. Hey guys, I see three viewers. All right, so we got in trouble. Apparently, a minute ago, they sent so many warnings, and we didn't respond in 1 minute to those warnings, so they cut off our live stream, which is fine.
Okay, so it just says
now we know.
It says how it works. You can still decide to appeal later. To protect the community, your content will not be put back on YouTube. Yeah. If you violate this policy, huh?
Yeah, so it's basically saying what we just streamed, if we want to post that as a live stream for people to watch later, we're not.
Yeah.
All right, so we tried, guys. We thought we would, talk and you guys could watch the fight who are trying to watch the fight at the same time, but now you're just going to have them side by side at home. We tried. Yep, Kevin, you're right.
What? Oh, they're commenting. Yeah. You can't do that.
Pastor tried to pirate Netflix stuff. Yeah, Bark, we were trying to stream and have the Mike Tyson fight in Netflix up, and YouTube booted me. And we got after repeated warnings and you're not answering, we shut you down. And I'm like, repeated warnings, all my notifications were a minute old. So, anyways, we tried. I don't understand. Like, you had this like phase where everybody was like streaming live and doing live commentary on Johnny Depp court case, and it's okay. And we're just doing something on Netflix. And you got to pay to watch court TV. That wasn't like broadcast TV. That was, whatever TV plan you had.
I guess I'll do this later. It's like wanting me to do all kinds of stuff. You'll see. You're going to get it too.
Yeah, Mark's like, I have zero interest in the fight. Yeah, I just want to, I just need to know, is Mike Tyson done or not?
You know what? I don't watch boxing.
I've never had an interest in Paul. I haven't watched boxing in forever. But
I just don't.
A 50-year-old Tyson, it's just like.
That's what I'm interested in. It's just kind of nostalgic, whatever.
It's not even nostalgia for me. This is like one of those things where I'm just curious. Like, there's a kid coming up to sing at the school play, and they don't have a good voice, and you're not like running away. You sit down because you got to see.
Yeah.
How bad can this be? And that's why that's the only reason that I was going to watch it today. I was like, is this going to be bad, or is this going to be, if it's a good fight, then I'm not interested. I want to watch the wreck.
I could sit here and not watch at all. Yeah, he's not big on repeat.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Tyson fan. I want to watch the wreck.
Are they not both kind of like that, or is there just one?
Yeah, I've never been a fan of both. I just want to watch the train wreck. I want to watch the dude that Bark is talking about get annihilated, and I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm just curious.
Yeah.
But I watch UFC stuff. I haven't watched boxing since, man. I think the last boxing match I ever watched, pay-per-view, Holyfield.
Oh, really?
I think that's the last time I watched a fight was Holyfield.
Wow.
I haven't watched a set. Like, there's this Tyson Fury guy everybody talks about. I still haven't watched it. I don't know. Boxing's left me behind.
I'm not, like I said, I don't follow sports. It's just something, just curious.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Veteran Biker hit first 50,000 subs on YouTube using an iPhone.
Using an iPhone.
Dude, Dude, it's the content. It's the content.
Yeah,
You look at
well,
me. I've
I'm
got a
far
Sony
from that, so
ZV-E10 and I got 2,000 subs. And you got 50,000 subs off. See, it's the content. You got good stuff. My stuff is yawn.
yeah,
We are ultra niche.
ultra.
This, like, our niche right here doing gear reviews was like a big thing during COVID when everybody was home and everybody wanted to start a channel because there's nothing else to do. But now everybody's
They
going back
needed
to
something to
work.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's going back to work. That's why I can't even make videos anymore. It's like it's always working. If Lil Mac can beat Tyson, so can Paul. Who's Lil Mac? As I said, I'm so out of boxing. I have
Yeah.
no idea who these names are.
Don't know.
And truth be told, I haven't watched
Oh.
UFC in like 2 years, 2 or 3
So
years.
Mark said, for either for you to level up or for me to dial down. He's like, I'm gonna be that guy.
No, do it, because I'm showing levels right here. I'm like at -12. Testing 1, 2.
12.
Yeah, I'm at -12 on OBS and
All right. Well,
right there
I'm
on
gonna
the
dial
line on.
down to right about there. Maybe a little lower. Oh, why is it not moving? What is going on? There we go. All right.
Thanks, Bark, man. I be that guy. I get frustrated when people hear it and don't say anything, and then you go back and listen to it yourself, and you're like, "I just did the whole show like that." Dude,
somebody
come on,
needs
man.
to.
We gotta like help each other, bro. Kids, I like your gear reviews. Thank you. That's what keeps my sanity. I'm not trying to like start a career, and like Tom Buck is like a unicorn.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Oh, yeah. The video game, Nintendo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yo, Cholo, what's up? What's up? Chad on the road. Howdy, fellas. Yep. What's up,
Chad?
What's up?
No, they're not even fighting.
Yeah, I have no idea who was fighting. Somebody knocked somebody out. Unless we're like behind, but I don't know.
No, I've got it.
All right, so wanted to go live tonight because for those of you just jumping in, we were here and then we got booted.
Because we did a no.
I haven't been doing any lives for a while just because I've been so swamped with work. We had this video series at the church I'm a pastor at, and I'm an assistant pastor there. But one of the things is I'm also the video tech guy. So anytime we have like anything that is a video project of any kind. All right, dial it up. All right, we're gonna dial it up.
He said -8 peak and good. Where am I at? I'm at like -10.
How about now? -12. I'm still low. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I'm peaking around -5.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Peter Piper picked back. Oh, wow, that is still low.
Hello. What's that?
I am still low. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Why am I?
You're coming up.
My gain though is so low in OBS, and I'm like really cranked right now. I've never been this high. Huh.
It's quite a lot, I notice. Yours.
All right.
Not bad, just low, just a lower than what we are normally at.
Yeah, like I'm on the RE20 right now, and I am now at 60 dB, and I'm 2 notches above Unity. Peter Piper picked back. How's that? Is that better?
I think it sounds good.
I'm at like Shure SM7B level right now for the RE20. I think that's the problem is no one really noticed it before because we were using the K669Ds a lot, and those are hotter mics.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm on.
Yeah. So yeah, been tied up and doing a lot of videos. The last one I did was they're tear jerkers, man. People that like overcome cancer, or people that, just miracles after miracles. People talking about stuff going on good, but just spending an entire week making a video and the week's over, and then another person wanted to do it. So it's been since September 1st. I think it's September 1st. I've just been making video after video every single week. Plus I make announcement videos for the church that we play before the service starts. Then I also make the countdown videos. I make all these, and then I make videos to play for the lessons for kids' church. So it's just videos all week long. And all of a sudden it just got so crazy I had no time for YouTube. So I was just waking up in the morning, drinking some coffee and recording segments, like 10-minute segments at a time. And then when I finally got it put together, I would upload it. And then last week I thought I was done. So I went like heavy into YouTube to get these videos edited and posted and just get them out, because it's just like overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I know I'm driving the algorithm nuts, because I went from like posting once a month to now I'm like cranking out 4 a week.
That's the only part that stinks. But you're entitled to you don't live to be YouTube, so you gotta take care of you, whatever that may be.
Yeah. So and then Friday nights I just crashed, like, man. And then I think we were gonna live stream 2 weeks ago, but I had a banquet I had to go to. So then I was gonna try and stream last Friday to make up for it, but then I had to go speak at another engagement Friday night. So I went and I was a speaker for that one, and then I'm done. So I'm all caught up. But the last one was cool because it was and Kevin, you know who I'm talking about, Jamin Briscoe, the wrestler. I recorded an interview. I interviewed his daughter. She's in 8th grade, but in that car accident where he died, his 2 daughters were really wrecked, like wrecked. She had a broken back. The doctors told her she would never walk again. The younger sister, who was younger than that, she had a broken neck, broken collarbone, broken ribs. She broken leg where the bone was sticking out. So it's compound fractures, what they call them.
Yep.
Where the bone was sticking out of her leg. And doctor said she'd never walk again. They were trying to teach her how to do a wheelchair. And she's like, no. My dad would not want me to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair. So here was this kid in 8th grade, 13-year-old girl. She was 12 at the time. This was January of last year, 2023. And she just pushed for her dad. And she went from not only walking again to running again. And then a couple months ago, she was back in, because they were both in gymnastics. They were cheer. And that's where Jamin was taking them. They were going to a cheer practice. He's taking his girls, and they got in an accident. So now she was back in the gym a couple weeks ago, and she was doing the flips on her feet. So like doctor said, impossible, because after a year, the nerves in her back stop regenerating in her spine. So they said wherever you're at in a year is where you're at. So after a year, she could walk, but she needed crutches. She couldn't run. She couldn't ride a bike. She couldn't do anything. And she's like, she was ready to quit. And her mom kept saying, no, we're going to push. We're going to push. And there she is, like 2 weeks ago. She's finally back into gymnastics. And so anyways, I recorded that story, and we're going to play that Sunday. But yeah, that one was a tearjerker. Because here she was. She lost her dad. Yeah, she lost her dad, and she's fighting, and she's walking again, doing the impossible. Surgeons told her that would never happen. And I'm editing this video on my dad's birthday, and my dad died when I was like in my early 20s from cancer. So I was like, dude, this is the worst day of the year for me.
Right.
I'm editing a video for an 8th grade girl who lost her dad a year ago. But it was all good, man. It was awesome. But anyways, that was my last video. I'm done. Get to take a breath, and I'm excited to get back into YouTube and hang out with y'all.
Yes.
Bark has been on a tear.
Yeah, he has. You know what? I feel guilty because I haven't even been able to watch everybody's stuff as much as I want to. I've been trying to, but I just haven't. Like I see it popping up, and I'm like, I can't. I got this going on or that going on. And then I was taking like a little bit of a break. Like I said, like for like 2-3 days, I haven't even come up here because I didn't want to get to the point where I didn't like coming up here because I've been up here. You keep in mind what I've been doing. I've been up here every day for the last, what, 12 weeks?
Yeah.
Doing something.
You're cranking out the live streams. Bark, he's just a machine. And here I am just trying to okay, I haven't made a video in a month. I need to record something and get it out there.
Yeah.
I'm making video reviews of lights because I just how complicated can a panel light be? I know I can knock this out.
Right.
And I recorded it a month and a half ago, and I still couldn't get it. You're so busy that's I need to sit down and make a thumbnail for this video. I don't have time. And that's where I was at. I didn't have time for whatever. And Bronson was saying in that podcast we did a while back, he's you just don't want to get to a point where you resent things. You don't want to resent the family because you have YouTube. You don't want to resent YouTube because of the family. And then you don't want work to get. So just don't do something where you start to resent it. And I'm all right, need to dial this back.
Yeah. That's why it was 2 or 3 days ago. I wasn't coming up here at all. And my wife was like, you're not going up in the studio? And I'm like, no. She goes, why? Do you got stuff to do? I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to go up there right now. I'm just.
Yeah. And I pulled a Bark. Where Bark is all right, we're going to have some fun. I'm going to review this and we're just going to have some fun. I'm not going to sit here and do all this fancy, crazy B-roll. Bronson he loves his B-roll. He's the B-roll king. He is the master. He is the emperor and the ruler of all B-roll on the planet. He's awesome.
I know.
I don't have time for that. Bark is you're just watching him, but we're going to have a good time reviewing this stuff.
Yeah.
No fancy frills, no smoking lasers. This is you and me hanging out. We're going to take this thing for test drive. I'm going to tell you if it sucks or not.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead. We appreciate that too.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. That's what I love. I watch more Bark. This is truth. I watch every video you put out. Bronson, it's easier to watch everyone because he's dialed it back some, but Tom Buck, I don't watch all his videos. It's when I'm down and I know I got 15, 20 minutes, but when Bark puts a video out, the world stops. I need a laugh. I need to hang out with my bro.
The world
I'm having
stops.
a rough day. It's whatever. So when I did my Lewitt LCT 440 Pure, I usually, the old me would have held on to that for another week to do even more punching in and punching out and some B-roll. And I was just you know what? I'm going to pull a Bark. It is what it is. You know what? We're reviewing it. You got to hear it. I got to see it. I'm not worried about crazy B-roll footage and any of that stuff. I'm going to dial back my production side of it to get my algorithm right and just post regular stuff. And then if I have time, I will put that into a video. But Bark is the perfect example. If the content is good, nobody cares about the fancy stuff. So
let's see.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at. If it's something I'm really interested in, I'll watch it. But man, right now I need a laugh, man. My days, before being a pastor, my days of, going out to the, a bar and grill and just having a beer and drinking some steak, they're over. I can't drink beer no more. But I could watch me a Bark video. So yeah, that's it. Dude, seriously, from these last 2 months, you have been my lifeline because TV stinks. The shows are terrible. The movies are awful. Scripts are awful. I don't know. I can't remember the last time there was a good show on. Yellowstone's
I sit up here and do stuff, and I go downstairs and turn the TV on just to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this used to be the room I would take my nap in. I have a futon up here. I'm it's quiet up here. I don't hear horns. I don't hear kids screaming. I don't hear. It's silent up here. So this is where I go. Turn off all the lights. It's black in here. So it could be 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it feels like midnight in here with.
Oh, same in here.
Yeah, yep. This is where I go to take my nap.
Blackout curtains.
But this place gave me PTSD the last 2 months because it's I just want to make videos and I can't even get in here.
Let's see. Admiring was hard today. Yeah.
Maybe that today when you drop that mic. Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, the
If
look
you
on your
want to talk
face.
about, I got
Oops.
this mic, paid for my own money, $200. I'm like, man, I gotta steal this rainforest green. This is a $250 mic. I made a comment on Tom Buck's video just talking about how much he did a video where he was using the 240. I'm like, it just amazes me how it's different than everything else, but it's good different. Like it's a great change of pace and it's exciting. He's like, yeah, I love it. He says, but I love it. It's one of my favorites, but I like the 440 pure. And he just left it at that. Then I emailed him about, we're talking about some other mics, and I was going to send him one of my mics that he's been wanting to review, but it wouldn't be a mic he would use like in his lineup, but he was curious
Yeah.
about it. I was like, dude, I'll send it to you. It's the Earthworks SR117. I was like, hey man, if you want to review it, I know it's not a mic you would have in your lineup all the time. It's $200. I said, I'll just send it to you. I'm supposed to send it to Bark too. I keep forgetting about that for him to review. It's like, it's $200, but it's a handheld. And how often are you going to use it? So, I forgot what I was going to say. Train of thought. But anyways,
man. I do that all the time.
Yeah. So as I was going to send him the SR117 and we were talking about it, and and then I guess I can't remember, somehow I just got thinking about that 440 pure, looking at it, and I'm like, man, it's $250. And then I saw it was $199 for the rainforest green, and I like that color.
It almost looks black.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, is it really green?
Yeah,
because it looks black on camera.
Yeah, and it is just a.
Now I can see the green.
Let me unplug it.
Yeah, bring it in close and we can probably see. Yeah.
Oh, and cover my face. But yeah, it's just that it's that like matted
Well,
green.
the pop filter, the suspension mount, that all kind of makes it look even darker.
Yeah, so and that was why I got excited about it. Like $199, and I get the mic, the shock mount, and the pop filter for $199. Like, dude, I have to pay $165 for the Lewitt LCT 240 Pro. Just the mic is $99. The shock mount's $40. The metal pop filter's $25. That's $165 for that one. I can get this for $199. That's $30 difference. I'm like, I am so getting it. So I jumped on it, and then I wasn't planning on making a video for it for a while, but I was like, I just had having a rough day. I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy this mic. So I was so excited, got it out of the box and tipped this thing over, and I never tightened it. Danny Lightning was talking.
It just slid right out.
He commented, he's like, I'm always nervous about turning upside down because I don't tighten it enough. I'm like, dude, I didn't tighten it at all. I dropped it in the hole and flipped it over, and down she went. And my heart dropped because I was like, man, I think I just dented my screen on the metal mesh. Because I'm already bummed. My SE4100, Bark, you know that like the mesh screen is flexible on it. It's not that stiff. And when I got it and I opened it up, it came with a dent right here. You can't see it from this, here. And you can't see it unless the light's hitting a certain way. But just the fact that it came dented for $350, it shouldn't be dented. But I know I'll dent it anyway because I drop stuff in here all the time.
Right.
Part of my pot syndrome is I've got neuropathy in my hand, so I could be holding something in my hand.
You won't know it.
It just lets go. So I drop stuff in here all the time. It's part of my like build quality test. You have no idea how many times I've dropped microphones.
You say that. I don't think I've got an issue, but that happens to me. I've got like carpal tunnel, and every now and then it'll just slide right out of my fingers.
Yeah. Oh, the new Fraser. Yeah, I've heard about that. I'll check that out. But yeah, the neuropathy, it just kills you, especially when you're holding the fancy mic. New Fraser. Have you watched that yet? The new Fraser?
No.
Ted Lasso. Everybody talks about that one.
I don't know any of those that he made. I know Frasier, and I saw that there's the new episodes, but I haven't watched it. The other one, Ted Lasso, I don't know what that is.
The new Matlock, it's like, man, it's so new. Is it going to be one of those where they do a season of it and they cancel it right when you get hooked? So I'm afraid to get into it. You guys made it back online. Yep. We got out of the
For
YouTube
now.
prison for now.
For now.
I got in trouble. Chris says, howdy, Bark. Just in case Chris didn't see it, LSC, you drop me. Will you drop your address so I can send your mic back? Oh, I'm behind. You guys are already on this.
Yeah, you're. It's okay.
That's the one Rogan uses. What?
With the mic?
What about the boomerms?
No, I think Rogan's are Elgatos, but they're like I forget what they are.
His boom arms are called the OC Whites. They're $300.
Is it? Are they Elgatos though?
No, he used to use Elgato. His older videos, you see him using the Elgatos, but no, the red one is called the OC, and it's a special edition red. And it's just one section of what we have and the pneumatic piece here. And what I love about the newer, and I didn't mention this in the video, Kevin mentioned this after in the comments, but this is 3 sections, and Bark and Bronson were talking about that when they brought up this boom arm in their podcast. But this does come apart, so you can go with all 3 sections.
You can go with just
2 sections, or you can go with just the pneumatic.
Yeah,
right here, like just the
and
pneumatic.
It's still operational.
Dropping stuff, and you drop it right in the.
Stuff.
Yeah, I didn't tighten it because I like to switch it up on the fly.
I considered doing that because I don't really need all these, but I like it. I think it's neat, so I don't want to take and like mess with it. But
yeah,
why not? I mean, I could just do the one.
So I'll use the one when I'm trying to do voiceovers for videos that I record for other the side projects I do, where it's just slides and pictures, and I'm just narrating what's going on. But when I'm live streaming like tonight, I use all 3 sections because my stand that I mount this, I don't mount this to my desk. I mount it to another, like a table off to the side. That way you don't hear the pounding and the booms and the desk noise. So when I do that, I've got all 3 sections, and I love it because it can reach all the way. You know, this thing has like almost a 4-foot reach from beginning to end. It's crazy. When stretched out.
Like it's so far. Like I'm like easily 3 feet away from my desk.
And again, if you want it to be right up on, you can just use the pneumatic piece right here. Take everything off, go mount. Just drop this right in the mount, the pneumatic side, and it's only a foot long.
I need either you or Bark to tell me what Ted Lasso is about, because Bark says I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I've heard there's no one that doesn't like it. Everybody brings it up. It's like, dude, this is the greatest show.
What's
ever.
It about?
I don't know. Bark can tell me. Yeah, the OC Whites are $332 on B&H. The red one is $377. The Joe Rogan version.
That's not really that bad if you've got the money.
Oh yeah, if you're a professional, but like the newer does exactly what that does, just nicer. But for us normal folk,
it's fine.
$70 to have a Joe Rogan boom arm.
Yeah. See.
Oh no! See, Bark, you gave me. See, that's why I love you, man. You were thinking of me. He says, "All right, I'm getting ready to describe this movie. So if you get ready to get into sensitive material, so might want to skip." So I turned on closed caption and I just slid my little cursor until I saw you guys talking about gear again. So Bark, cool, man. I appreciate you. Just give me that little heads up because I watch all your stuff. Just give me a little heads up, Newman. Spoiler alert. Fast. Just. So yeah, I was able to watch the gear review part and skip over the other stuff. But yeah. From what I understand, Ted Lasso is about a coach.
He just told me, yeah.
A coach?
Yeah. So a Division III college coach that gets hired by a soccer team in England to coach soccer.
Yeah. So is it like now here's what I don't know about Ted Lasso. Is it like one of those movies where he's an idiot, but he's good at it? Or is he like a serious good coach? I'm trying to just figure out, like,
I see what you're saying. Like,
he
why did
looks
they send him
goofy,
there?
like Saturday Night Live skit type coach, where he just gets lucky into being a good coach, or is he really a good coach and the soccer team are the idiots?
I'll have to try to check it out. See, I don't
But
watch a lot. I sit up here and I do stuff in here, and then I go downstairs and pass out on the couch watching stupid stuff, like
yeah.
brainless things that'll just put me to sleep.
Yeah. So I hear Ted Lasso, like whenever I was watching a baseball game or something, in the highlights, in the post game interviews, they're like, "Dude, I just need to go home and watch Ted Lasso. I gotta go." You know, whenever it
I
would
gotta
release.
Yeah.
So
Now, the fact that I don't follow sports well, is that gonna affect me following the show?
I don't think so. I don't think you're watching it for the soccer. I think you watch
Okay.
it for the comedy of a coach trying to handle a difficult team full of prima donnas. Yeah, all I know with Mark was as far as I got, he was getting ready. He was talking about he was, no kid night. Have some personal time with the wifey, and he tried to watch a movie to spice the mood, and it ruined it. And I don't want to know. Like, I was like, okay, we're skipping ahead. If it ruined it for it, I know Bart, man. Yeah, I used to be, So, anyways, I'm like, all right, if it ruined it for him, I don't want to know. It's like it's skipping ahead. But yeah, so he was a championship coach football wise in the States. So he went
super
from a
nice
football
dude.
coach to a soccer football coach.
Yeah, but he can't say why he was hired, so I gotta watch it.
Okay.
Now you got my interest up.
Me too. Like, I just want to watch a show. That's good. Chris saying, did you buy the Electro Voice Rebar? I bought it. This is my nostalgia mic. All right. This is when I first started. You all heard me say this 1,000 times. When I first got started in all this space and got excited about it, I was in high school in communications, and I had a radio show for 1 hour every day of the week as a student. Third period, 10 o'clock. I had a 1 hour radio show, and we had the RE20. And I didn't know anything about RE20 or how great it was back in 1993. It's just a mic. But now that, getting into it now, and you're like starting to appreciate the mics, is like, man, I want one again. And not because it's and it is a great mic. I just wanted that feeling of being back on a radio station, back in those days. So this has been a mic I wanted, but let's face it, spending $400 on a microphone, you want to be able to do a review on it. No one is going to watch a review on the RE20, because that's like saying, hey, we're doing a movie. In today's episode, we're going to do a review on Sky. It's blue. RE20. It's great.
And the amount of people that are going to go, it is?
Yeah. And then the amount of people that are going to buy it because of my review. Okay.
Yeah. It's already spoke for itself. Yeah.
You're not checking my channel and watching my video to decide whether or not you want an RE20 or not. Like, that dude has already bought it. So this was purely personal enjoyment, but $400, I never had the cash. And then I was blessed with a gift back in October, and just cash gift. And I was like, you know what? This covers an RE20. Just going to knock it out and get it over with. And
you didn't have it before you had it. So
yeah, I was going back and forth. I wanted the Neumann BC 705. I think we talked about this on our last live stream. And there's a $700 mic, and I wanted it. But I'm like, all right, I've only wanted this mic for a year. Wanted this one for 20, years.
Right.
And I'm never going to be happy until I have this. So it's like, just get this out of the way and then go get that one. So I was like, BC 705, you're just going to have to wait in line. And then when I started watching video reviews of the Neumann BC 705 microphone, like, they're great microphones if you're right up on it. Like watching Aiden from Dark Corners doing it, doing a video review of it. Danny Lightning did a review of it. Some other guys did a review of it, but they're like, farther away, it's not the greatest mic. You've got to be right up on it. And for radio, yeah. But for me and like YouTube live streams, I like some distance, because I'm like, I'm a bull in a china closet.
Well, you know what you could do is you could do a comparison video of that up against your ethos or something like that.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said you
just
could
saw
do
a
a comparison video with that up against your ethos.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Yeah.
You know, you get two $400 mics.
I'll probably do an RE20 review where it's just like, hey, this isn't going to do it, but I've always wanted to do a video review of an RE20, and I'm a normal person. I can't afford these things, so the fact that I was able to be blessed to not have to embezzle from my wife's checking account again for a microphone. It's great how good you can get it, you know, squeezing money out of your wife's checkbook. Our joint checking account.
Our joint is kind of like just my account. She never uses it. So it's just mine.
Yeah. So I just love it. It's fun to use. It's a great sound. And it's it's only one of 2 mics that I have in my studio where I like it better without processing. Like when I try to put processing on it, like the pre-baked settings in the RE20 or the Rodecaster Duo, the ethos, every time I try to bake something in, I don't like the sound of it. I think the last time I used the ethos on a live stream, I went in broadcast mode and I went back and listened to it. And I was like, that's awful.
Yeah.
And then I did the comparison review of the ethos next to the SC4100. And I'm like, I just love the sound flat. The only thing I like to do is instead of going to a pre-baked, I like to just go in there, no processing, then turn the, go into advanced, then just give it a bump in the highs. Leave everything alone. Just give it a smidge bump in the highs to lighten it up. And that's it. It's a minuscule adjustment, and it sounds great when you do that. RE20, plug and play. Sounds great.
I'm going to move down through these a little bit.
I'm bouncing back and forth too.
That's okay. There's one that I want to touch base on.
I'll probably do it just to get it out of the way. RE20. Join the crowd.
This one right here, I completely. So it's like he says everybody touts the Shure SM7B as the end all be all, and not just the Electro Voice. If I had an SM7B, I'm sure I would enjoy it. I'm sure I would like it. Yes. But when I listen to an SM7B and I listen to you talk on that, I listen to you use an ethos, or not just you, anybody.
Yes.
There's a lot better mics out there to me than the SM7B.
Yeah. And what Mark says next, he is spot on. To me, the SM7B, when you find that mix, when you're able to EQ that and dial that in, that mic is magic.
Yeah, no,
but
like I said,
I have never been able to personally come up with an EQ mix. The one that I use that I like, I got from Tom Buck, and he didn't find it either. Like he was struggling to find a great EQ mix, but there's a guy called, man, I've got it saved in here. It's the Home Studio Pro YouTube channel. This is a guy that used to be a sound engineer for a TV station and radio station. And he did a review where he dialed in the SM7B the way he thinks it performs the best. And he like in the video, he lists everything out. So I saved it in my Rodecaster, and I love the SM7B in that. Anything I try to do, I'm not that good of an EQ person to dial it in for that magic. But that setting there, I love it. To me, I love using the SM7B and that sound.
Bark, are you talking?
Just run and gun.
Is he talking about doing this on the SM7B or on the RE20? I'm thinking he's talking about the RE20.
Yeah.
He said just a little compression lights it up.
Give it a little bit of low end bump. So right now I'm using the RE20 preset in the Rodecaster Duo, and I just have it in Podcast Studio, which is like, I think, a little bit of a bump in the low end.
He's talking about the SM7B.
Oh, really? Yeah. But I love the SM7B and that preset that I saw from that guy. Just magic.
Maybe someday. I don't know. There's so many out there for that same price point that I can't make up my mind which I would like the best. I just want something that's warm and I guess warm is what I'm looking for the Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that would be it.
Let me go grab it because it's a preset. Let me grab it and just do a quick comparison.
Chris says he would rather have a mic like the RE20 on a simple interface than having the SM7B and the Rodecaster and having to tinker. Are you going to hook it up?
Yeah. Just do a quick comparison here.
Yeah. Right. I wouldn't mind being able to pay $400 for a good mic, but I want to make sure I'm paying $400 for a mic I want to keep. That's my problem. And there's so many different ones. I don't need a $400 mic. I want a nice mic. Don't need it. Everything, all the cheapies that I've got seem to do just fine. So those are the ones I need.
Yeah. All right. So this is the RE20, and this is processed in my Rodecaster Duo. It's the kind of sound I like the most on it so far. And then let's switch over to the SM7B. And this is the SM7B under that preset. I'm quiet. That's quiet. All right. Crank it up.
Well, we should have expected that would be.
Crank it. How about now? Good. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Nope. Let me go a little bit higher. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. So this is the SM7B in the Rodecaster Duo on the SM7B preset in the custom settings that I got from that TV radio editing guy. And I love this sound. I love it.
It sounds good.
And then going back to the RE20. And this is the RE20. Testing 1, 2, 3.
That sounds, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds better to me.
I like the life that's in the RE20, the excitement. But that's radio. That's like FM radio. Hey, you're listening to 89.5 WOVI, your station for alternative rock. You know, something exciting like that. You're jumping in. You want to capture energy real quick. But long form content like this one is just like one of those ones where you could do an hour-long podcast and no one's going to tune out. It's like,
but see, not saying I want an SM7B, but that's what I was trying to articulate for what I want for my Chronicles.
Yeah.
Something that's easy to listen to.
Yeah. So if I turn processing off for the SM7B, this is the SM7B with no processing. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3, jumping over to the RE20. And this is the RE20 with processing, and this is without processing. RE20, no processing. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. SM7B, no processing. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
And he puts pineapple on his pizza.
Yeah, puts pineapple on that pizza, Kevin.
And sometimes cherries. I know it sounds so weird, cherries, but it's actually really good.
I'll take your word for it.
Never thought I'd say that. No, listen, I never heard of it until I seen it on the table next to me, and I was like, "What is that?"
Yeah, you sent me a picture of it when you bought it. He's like, "Look what I'm getting ready to get into." I'm like, "What is that?"
And then they brought me a piece, and I tried it, and I was like, "Okay, all right." I mean, you know,
I thought your pepperonis were like, you know, a carcass they found it, you know,
like really
a corpse
artificial.
they found floating in the water after like 7 days in the heat, like bloated. It's like, what'd they do to your pepperonis, man?
A little bit of nuclear water.
Yeah. So, fun stuff. My
pepperonis.
So yeah, they're both great. And they have different personalities. They're not meant to sound the same. It's just which one do you want to ride. And this is my summertime microphone. When the air conditioners are going and I want a good sound and the fans are on, AC, I can count on this to give me a great sound RE20 is just something new. It's the new squeak. It's the new car. It's got the new car smell still.
I don't think I have anything in here that will do that for me.
Yeah, the 6690 is definitely a no for
throwing processing on it, which I adjusted my noise gate. I think I've got it set good. Actually, you should be hearing it because everything that you're hearing is running through my OBS into Black Hole and Black Hole into EV-MUX.
Yeah. Yeah, Barks, like, did we post this one here?
Right.
The note?
Yeah.
We did? Yeah.
Oh,
to me, sorry.
No, that's right.
100%. There is, and Bark will probably say this better than me, but to me, the gap between the K6690 I bought 2 more this past week because they were on sale for $29. But I have like 8 of these things. But I love them because of the perfect podcast mics. Wherever I go, I don't have to worry about trying to fit all these nice mics in a book bag and them like scratching each other and banging. And they're small, they're compact, and if it gets scratched, you're out 29, like whatever. So those are my go-to podcast mics. Everywhere I go, I use those. I bought a bunch of replacement SM7B Chunky Monkey pop filters to go on them, but I just bought them again, and it's like the sound of that thing at 29 and the sound of an SM7B. Now, don't get me wrong, the SM7B is a problem solver that K6690 can't. But in a treated room, you're controlling your environment.
Would you consider this a treated room? I have acoustic foam in front of me, the moving blankets all the way around me, carpet on top of carpet, and a padded desk. Oh, and I've got a whole 5-foot square of acoustic foam above me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that treated enough?
Yeah. And there's something else I do, and I've seen it 1,000 times. But Curtis Judd, another thing too, because he was talking about you can get some echo and some resonance from the top of your computer desk table. If it's big enough and it's flat enough and there's nothing on it, it can create an echo because it's your audio's bouncing from your mouth, off the desk, off your monitors. So even though you got treatment behind all that, you're surrounded by all these hard surfaces. So you're still going to get that echo and some of that weird stuff. So he always lays a mat down on the top of his desk when he does videos.
That's what those big desk mats that are like a it's like a mouse pad material.
Yeah.
That's what I've got. Not the whole desk, but all the surfaces right close to me are all that.
You want to know what I use for my voiceovers? And it works, and it's money. Like, it's like professional studio sounding.
I know what you're going to show me. Yeah.
You know where I got this sound pad from?
From Walmart.
Family Dollar, baby.
Oh, Family Dollar. Even better.
And I just take these things, and when I'm doing my voiceovers, I lay this on my desk, all nice, here.
Yeah. Oh, you lay that on the desk?
I lay it right on the top of the desk with my voice here, and it completely knocks there's audio doesn't bounce off this and then into my monitors because I'm looking down as I'm reading script or reading some, if I'm doing a voiceover for a video narrating a documentary or the videos I do.
That's a good idea. And I know those are soft too.
It absorbs all the sound here and it doesn't make it to my monitors. So yeah, it's like, and again, Family Dollar.
How much gain, I forgot to ask you, or I didn't get an opportunity, were you running RE20 versus the SM7B?
When I use my RE20 for YouTube, not EV-MUX, because this is crazy how it's like nerfing my gain right now.
Well, I think that's what he's asking.
Yeah. So right now, my RE20 was 60 dB in order for you to hear me this level. Just now, when I switched to the SM7B, you want to know where I was at?
Probably all the way up to 70, 80.
70.
Yep.
68 dB is where I was at. 68. So 8 less. I had the RE20 at the SM7B recommended level.
At the recommended level.
And then the SM7B was at full 68, and I forgot how many dBs the Rodecaster Duo has. It's like 72, maybe 80.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. The difference
With the
between the
Vocaster is
cheaper
70?
mics, it's something like that.
Yeah.
But just like Mark said, the difference between, and I'm talking about for your viewers, your listeners, right? And this is a true story. I did a voice comparison of me talking into an SM7B just for an experiment for me. I was get ready to do I was at my family's house and there was like 6 people sitting there, and I recorded a video real quick of me speaking into this K669D with the fat pop filter on it in my studio. And I just read like 3 lines over and over again. And then I switched over to the SM7B and I went back and forth. And then I went over to the house and I played it for them on my MacBook Pro. And they got good speakers built into that.
Yeah, they do.
And they all chose the K669D over the SM7B, and they all insisted that that was the $400 mic, and the SM7B was the $40 mic. All of them, unanimous. And I'm like, okay, this is depressing.
So they might, to their ear, that hot sound might be more appealing to them.
Yeah. And see, that was the thing with Tom Buck when he did his live stream where he did a microphone comparison live. You had to vote one or the other. You couldn't see the mic. You had to go on just what you could hear, and you voted on it during the live stream. The Lewitt kept knocking everybody else out, and it was that, and everybody just kept talking about it was just hotter. It was not hotter, but it was brighter. It was more energy. It was more in the room with you, more excitement. And then Lewitt, that lady you always see on the shorts for Lewitt, she got the curly hair. She was saying that's one way that people think a mic sounds more expensive is when you bring in some higher end to it.
Right.
So, yeah, but
what's up,
to
King
me,
Paco?
The difference between a cheap dynamic and an SM7B, 99% of the people listening on YouTube will never know the difference, honestly, unless they're an audio nerd. But a condenser, the difference between a $40 condenser mic and the Ethos or the SE4100 or the Lauten Audio, which Bark, I'm so jealous, but
oh yeah, what is he got the?
It is, I mean, it is like playing. It's like, it's like the Walmart section where you get the $9 toys that were made in China, and the other kids like walking out a Sharper Image, with the $3,000 toy.
One's got the $50 Android, and one's walking out with the newest iPhone.
Yeah. Bark, you're right too. I think his voice on the LCT 240 Pro also helped push that past, because in a head-to-head, it beat out the SM7B and some other microphones in the blind comparison where the people had to vote one or the other. I think it beat out the Blue Sona too. I can't remember, but it got all the way to the end. I think it won. And he had the RE20 in there. He had the Lewitt in there. He had the SM7B in there. He had the Rode NT. I forgot, but he had all the mics in his arsenal. And the Lewitt won every time.
So you're thinking it was his voice?
I think his voice and that microphone's a great combo. And I loved it too until I used that 440 Pure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Shall we try it real quick? Shall we try
it? Why not?
And Bark was the deciding vote for this, by the way. When I posted that comment, 440 Pure or Blue Sona, he's like, Pure. I literally, after I read that comment, went right to Amazon, put it in the cart, and ordered it. That's it. All right, let's do generic. Condenser processing off. All right. And this is
$20.
Huh?
He said that it's crazy because the CAD E40 is super close to the Lewitt, and those were $20 a few days ago.
Yeah. So this is the Lewitt 440 Pure. Am I low or I need to go higher?
A little higher.
All right, let's go up to 34 dB. 34 dB on the Lewitt.
Yep.
This is the Lewitt 440 Pure. RE20. Peter Piper picked back pickle peppers. Lewitt 440 Pure. Peter Piper picked back pickle peppers. I love this. I love this
I would go with the
microphone.
Lewitt
I love
out
it.
of those two.
It's everything that I love about the 240, but it dialed it back enough.
Where
am I hearing an echo from?
You just threw me for a loop now, see? Because I wanted something nice for the Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was the RE20. And then when I watched this video today, I'm like, oh man. Because for the price of that, even that, I don't know what it is, that Miono the Mono, whatever that was, that sounded good to me too.
Oh, yeah. The PM500, that was always a sneaky good one because I liked how dark it was. And at the time, there weren't a whole lot of cheap, dark condenser microphones. They were all bright.
And that's
like
what
the
I
Lewitt.
like. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So I kept it and I used it quite a bit for voiceovers.
I may try that for a little bit.
So I still keep it and I still use it. I think it's overpriced at $150, not because...
Oh, I thought it was $119.
It goes on sale for $119. It's regularly $149. You can get it on sale for $129, sometimes $119. But you get a stand, you get the pop filter, you get the...
What's the price on that? Because I liked that too. When you brought the SE41 in, I was like, ooh.
What, this? The Pure? Or the
No,
SE41?
the price on the SE41.
SE41 is $349. And I've said this 1,000 times. You get twice the mic for half the price.
Yeah.
Meaning, I feel like that is like the Ethos was a $700 microphone that they dropped to $300 to $400. So you're getting, and it like when it was $700, Bandrew did a review on it, and he said then at $700 it was the best broadcast condenser microphone he tested. Just it was his number one. Now it's at $700. Now it's $400. So to me, it's twice the mic for half the price. It's half of what it used to be almost. The SE4100 to me feels like a $700 microphone that they dropped to $350. I just don't understand $350 for that microphone. Let me switch.
And you're switching to... Oh yeah, okay, all right.
And this is the SE4100. And what's crazy is, what I like about this one is I feel like this gives me that dynamic proximity effect at 8 inches away.
Yeah, like see,
depth, I am far away from this, and I'm getting a tone that for the Pure and the Ethos, I have to be right up here. But this gives me space, and I still feel like I'm right up on the microphone like the other mics.
And then if you get too close, or not too close, closer, does it still sound okay? You just dial back on the...
Yeah, if you're right up on it, testing 1, 2, 3.
Sounds good. Yeah.
So if you're right up on it, hey, Battle of the Webcams, the OBSBot Meet 2 versus the Insta360. I'm just
that is good.
Whatever. And then if you want to get energetic, you can get there, but like 8 inches away, which is where I like to be, so I could move around. I just love the sound I get out of this at 8 inches. Like, this is just great. This is amazing. I love it. And I love the price tag. Like, this is highway robbery for this sound at $350. Yeah.
I could do that.
It's just so good. It's so good. It's so
good.
I can't jump to the Ethos because a buddy of mine's borrowing it. The guy that I used in the Earthworks promo video I did for them, where he sang into it, he's recording some more tracks and stuff, and he's like, dude, can I borrow that again? Can I use that again? I want to record some vocal tracks for a song I'm working on. I'm like, yeah, dude. So I can't switch to that one to compare it. He's using it. I loan these things out all the time.
You got enough. So.
I do need the Memphis Blue.
Yeah.
Almost bought it.
The dump truck, the Mac Daddy.
Yeah. It's so fun to use.
That thing's like a 1-ton truck versus
Yeah.
a half-ton truck, you know, a
It makes you
3/4
f
ton.
but when you're using it, you just get this nostalgic 1960s
Oh,
Larry
yeah,
King live radio
yeah.
feel.
Same way with I feel with the 5 cores back there. They're just neat looking, that shiny the 5 core has one that's, copper.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's copper with a red inset, like the foam on the inside is red.
I just love this microphone. Like, I'm whispering, and this is 8 inches away, and I'm whispering.
Yeah. Okay. Can
But
hear you
so
loud and
it
clear.
it has such grab and such reach, but yet you're not getting room noise. I don't understand it.
For a condenser.
Yeah, for a condenser microphone to have that kind of depth and richness in the low end, like this is what I love about the SE4100 compared to even the Ethos. The detail you get in the bottom, the berry white, you know,
Down here.
yeah, the
Yeah.
detail you get down there with this microphone is unheard of at
I think
350.
that's primarily where I speak from,
Yeah, so
is
I'm telling you,
down.
this like barks on it. Like this mic on your voice would be uh this is the SE4100 I'm on right now, Chris. Kevin said he felt like when I did the Pure video and I had the SE4100, he said that the Pure made this one sound a little harsh to him. But I think it was because I had it up close and I was,
Maybe you
doing
were, like,
when you're doing a video,
eking it out.
you're like belting it out. There's a little more energy and force coming out.
Yeah.
You're a little chesty, as I like to call it. You're excited and chesty.
Chesty.
But yeah, I really do like this one. I love how small it is and how light. It's heavy, but it's not heavy. It's heavy duty metal, but I feel like any microphone boom arm, even the budget ones, can hold this one no problem.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what fight's going on now.
El
What's like, how far we
Bolito,
have.
El
Yeah, I see it, but I
Bolito.
mean, like, the number, the card.
Oh, I don't know.
I
This is
think this
round
is just
12
number
of
2.
12. It says round 12 of 12. There's 50 seconds left. I'm going to fall
I don't
asleep. I'm just going to
I
have to
don't wanna
watch the news.
say too much about it. I'm worried that we're really gonna get in trouble, but I don't think so,
Oh,
right?
we could talk about it. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Mark, I'm
you'll
with
see
you.
on your
Sorry.
he's like, "I'm old." Yeah.
I've been crashing every night at like 9:30.
Um,
Yeah. This would all right, on a desk, like Chris was saying. Get this out of my boom arm. This is over a foot away from my desk, or this is over a foot away from my mouth, sitting on my desk, like laying on my desk. And it just blows my mind that it's not worse. Like this is not great, amazing audio, but you shouldn't be getting this.
from that
Like
far away.
you should be getting a whole lot of room. Like it should sound like I'm using a megaphone.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just this is 12 inches away. This is a foot right here. I mean, look at that. Look how far down it is. Peter Pipe. This is the
What did he
SE4100.
get, Chad? What'd you get, Chad?
Oh, sorry, I took you down. Sorry, you go.
Oh,
Okay, again.
I'm just curious what he's talking about, if he's
Yeah,
talking about
which
the
one? What?
SE41,
The SE4100?
half the price, so, like, 175?
All right, that's like finding a
Nemo?
Beyerdynamic 990 set of headphones for $40. Yeah, 1 foot. That's what blows my mind is this one gives you the space that I like to have. The Elgato Wave 3. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he was talking about that. The Elgato Wave 3. I want to get one and do a video comparison of the Elgato Wave 3
I'll be right
USB
back.
mic and the Shure MV6 microphone with the Motive app. I'd like to put a side by side comparison of those two. So that's on the list, but it's down the list. So Yeah, I'm crashing. We're getting ready to wrap this up. I missed you guys, man. Or I'm gonna be on a lot more. More videos are coming. I just did a video review of the Mono PD100X today, and there we go. I did that one, and I'm gonna have to re-record it because there was a fly in my studio the entire time, and it was one of those young bucks that just thinks he's bigger than what he is, and he's like Superman, just like buzzing my tower, landing on my forehead, landing on the mic. I'm sitting here using this riser. I'm using this for a fly swatter in my studio to try and kill it. Like I'm going to take out a monitor with this thing, trying to kill him. So I got to record the entire video because this fly just would not go away. And even when I thought he was gone, he was like behind me. It's annoying. Chad says, when it arrives, I will Zoom you or hit you up on podcast if you have to help me dial it in if you're willing. Yeah, I can help you dial it in. I've never had one. And he's talking about the Wave 3. But yeah.
Gotcha.
He said there's an SE41 on eBay for $250 or best offer. Oh my goodness. See, buying this at $250 is how I felt about buying the Pure at $199.
I had to run. My daughter's she's got a bad cough,
Uh-huh.
and she's like going nuts in there coughing, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just can't stop coughing." I'm like, "All right." Sounded awful. I was a little nervous.
I hope everything grows well with you. Yeah, I'm still growing. I'm up to 5'9.5".
Yeah.
This is growing nice and good. Yep,
That's
nice
growing.
and healthy up here, you know.
Yeah.
Got the dad
You can have
bod
some of
rocking
mine
that
if you
one.
want it, if you really think
Yeah.
you need it.
All right, man. Let's see if they're getting ready to do this fight, because we're just let you guys know we're gonna bounce right when this Tyson fight, Jake Paul fight starts, so we could watch it. We tried to put it in our stream so you guys could watch it with us, and YouTube yelled at me and kicked us off. So
Yeah, both of us. I have
Yeah.
like training things I got to do now. You'll see. Look in your YouTube studio.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's like you got to answer a bunch of questions, and because if you can either choose that or appeal it.
I
And
don't
I
have
just
anything in
chose.
YouTube Studio.
I do. Are you not streaming it to your channel? Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I had a thing pop up saying I could choose to appeal it or take training. So I was like, I guess I'll take training. I don't want to appeal it because I'm not saying it was wrong. I just didn't know. We didn't know. So then I chose that, and it's like asking me all kinds of questions, and I have to answer whether it's right or wrong, and it's going to tell me.
It says here, you can take a policy training to have this warning expire in 30 days.
That's what I'm doing.
Because it's your first time, this is just a warning. This can't be viewed on YouTube or can't earn money. We knew that.
Yeah, we weren't trying to earn money on it. But you know what? It doesn't matter. They'll just, because they're not watching. It's not the computer is just monitoring everything.
It's saying here so we're just, this is like good stuff for you guys out here. So we tried to stream, throw the fight in there in the background. You couldn't really listen to it, but you could see it. We're like, it's Netflix. You know, everybody was watching Johnny Depp live on Court TV. Let's see if we can just stream it. And because it wasn't pay-per-view. And they kicked us off. And now this is the comment we got. We've detected third-party content in your live stream that was not corrected following repeated warnings of possible abuse. Repeated warnings. 1 minute. They gave us 1 minute.
Yeah.
And I got one warning for let's see
repeated.
Here. You may not have intended to include this content, but live stream should be actively monitored by the channel owner and have any potential issues should be corrected in a timely manner. For a refresher on how content matching works on live streams, please review the article in our help center. If you regularly stream content that includes third-party material, or plan to do so in the future, you may wish to reach out to the rights holder to get allow listed from Content ID. So it says how this impacts you. It's a community warning. Because it's your first time, this is just a warning. This content can't be viewed on YouTube and can't earn money. What's next? You can take a policy training to have this warning expire in 90 days. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal our decision.
They didn't. That's why I said I'll just take the training.
All right, so take action. All right, so when you click take action, now it says...
That's what I'm on.
What do you want to do? Take a policy training? You can take a quick 7-question training. Your warning will expire in 90 days. Okay, we'll do that. You can still decide to appeal later to protect the community. Your content will not be put back on YouTube. That's fine.
Yep.
If you violate this policy again within 90 days, you'll get a strike. If you violate a different policy, you'll get another warning. Appeal decision. We'll take another look at your content. You can always appeal later, even after taking the training. All right. So shall we do this live real quick? I'm going to do my training.
Oh, you can't.
I got it on my phone. I'll read these questions out loud. Let's do this.
I've got them going. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So third-party content. We don't allow live streams that include unauthorized third-party content. Channel owners should actively monitor their live streams and correct any potential issues in a timely manner. We may allow live streams that include third-party content if the live stream has educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic content. Isn't boxing artistic?
It's very artistic.
It's educational. Like I learned who won. All right. Yeah. Anyways, next.
I learned what I don't want to do.
Here we go. Question 1. We'll end this because I think they'll get ready to come on. Question number 1, a creator live streams music videos of their favorite artist without the artist's permission. The creator simply wants to enjoy the music videos with their subscribers. Is this a violation?
Yes.
Yes.
The second question I didn't answer yet.
All right. Question number 2, a creator wants to support the premiere of their friend's short film. The creator live streams the trailer on their channel after getting permission from the film's rights holder. Is this a violation? No, because they got permission.
No.
All right, we're checking no.
You want me to read the next one?
That's right. Yeah, you go ahead. Question number 3.
Marcus, a recent film school graduate, just wrote and produced his first short film. This is the first film he wrote and produced with all original content. Marcus decides to premiere his film by live streaming it on his YouTube for everyone to see. Is this a violation or no, this isn't?
It's all his, right, Marcus? A recent film school graduate.
I'm thinking it's not.
Just wrote and produced his short film. This is the first film he wrote and he produced with all original content.
That's not.
That's not.
I was correct.
All right.
Or we were correct.
That's right. Watch us get a strike for reading these questions live. Like,
watch.
You can't do that.
No, there's no way. You can't do that. Yeah.
All right. What's the next
one? You only got 7.
All right. 4 out of 7. During a live stream, John and Jane discovered many of their subscribers are huge fans. Oh, go ahead.
They're different.
Okay. All right.
Because mine doesn't say that.
All right. During a live stream, John and Jane, they probably were watching us. Like they're sharing the questions and the answers. Switch it up. All right. During a live stream, John and Jane discovered many of their subscribers are huge fans of a popular science fiction movie. They decided to live stream their favorite scene of the film uninterrupted and without commentary so their subscribers can watch it together. Although John and Jane don't have permission from the film's right holders, they're streaming something that a lot of subscribers will enjoy. That's what we just did.
Yeah, so that's a violation.
No. Oh, wait,
so I'm going to read mine because it's different. It's totally different.
Okay, you read yours.
Christine is a radio host and runs a popular all-day radio.
That's number 5 for me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so go ahead.
Well, all-day radio live stream on her YouTube channel. She received permission from a Brazilian music artist to stream his songs only in Brazil. Christine adds the new artist's new song to her live stream, which is viewable worldwide because the majority of her audience tunes in from Brazil, she thinks it would be fine. No,
because you're outside Brazil.
Oh, it said I was incorrect.
Or no, we were saying no, she's not okay. Yes, it's a violation.
Yes, it's a violation. Okay, yeah. That's what I meant.
Yeah. So did you
All right, so
accidentally
you
put
go on to
no?
your number 5.
So
I
does it
got
mean
the
you got to
same one
answer
you do.
another question?
My number 5 is your number 4.
Okay.
John and Jane. What was the answer?
Read it again. I'll tell you. I think
During a live stream, John and Jane discovered many of their subscribers are huge fans of a popular science fiction movie. They decide to live stream their favorite scene. Oh, it's yes, this is a
It was
violation.
a violation. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
What's your?
I'm on 6. It says Andy runs a channel that features videos of his dog. Is that what yours is for 6?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Or is this cheating if we just keep sharing? Like, what did you get? Was it
I
right or
don't know.
wrong? I love this.
I don't think
This
so.
is great.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody that wants to, if you ever get a strike, all you do is go to our live stream to figure out what the answer is.
Go back and look.
Andy runs a channel that features videos of his dog. One day, Andy live streams his dog acting exciting while watching a popular movie about cats. Andy thinks it's okay that his live stream includes long, uninterrupted scenes of the movie because he's not uploading the full film. This isn't a, so there's multiple choice. 3 here. This isn't a violation because Andy didn't live stream the whole movie. This is a violation because Andy is live streaming a movie without permission from the film's right holders. This isn't a violation because Andy's channel is dedicated to his dog and the live stream includes dog. Now, this is a violation. You
B?
Yeah. Because you're playing a movie without permission, even if it's just a clip.
So it was B?
It was correct. Yep.
Okay. So mine is Celine, a professional vocal teacher, live streams music videos by her favorite pop artists. During the live stream, she pauses the music several times to describe the different singing techniques used by the artists. While Celine does not have permission to stream those official music videos, she believes her educational content. I'm just going to stop right there because it's not okay.
Yeah.
So the options are: this is a violation because Celine is streaming third-party content. Yes. This is a violation because Celine adds educational. No. This is a violation because Celine is helping her favorite artist's content get more views.
Yeah. The key line is Celine doesn't have permission to stream these official music videos. Everything else is irrelevant.
Oops. Oh, it said not quite. So I got to go with the answer is this isn't a violation because Celine adds.
Wow.
Wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Now
This
I'm getting
isn't
confused.
a violation because Celine adds educational context to the music videos during the live stream.
So if we go ahead and bring this back up, we can say, all right, this is the proper way to punch. Look how his technique in his arm. You know.
Yes. Apparently.
That's what we should have done. What did we comment when we were watching at the beginning? Oh, we're watching this because, well, we were telling everybody what kind of person Mike Tyson was. That was educational.
Yeah. I know. All right. What's your 7?
All right. 7 out of 7. Celine is a professional vocal
teacher.
Oh,
it's the one I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this isn't a violation because Celine adds educational content.
Right. It's educational content. So you can get away with that. See, I didn't know that. This is good. I like this. Mine is the Andy thing.
Oh, hold on.
Andy runs a channel that features videos of his dog. Yeah, this is a violation because Andy is live streaming a movie without permission from the film's rights holders.
Nice work. You've completed the training. We appreciate you taking the time to help us keep YouTube safe. Check our community guidelines anytime you're unsure. And my neuropathy just actually hit the screen and I lost everything.
What do you want to do? I already did that. Share your thoughts. That's for the appeal. I don't have to do nothing else, so.
We already took that. Why am I saying take? I'm back on the screen that says, what do you want to do? Take action?
I just got rid of
training?
I just X'd it out. We already did it, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what we learned on our live stream. What you don't do. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how what we did was a warning, but yet the entire world was live streaming Johnny
The
Depp court case.
don't know.
Because here's the thing, yes, they were purposely streaming it so people could watch, but it was on Court TV, which is a syndicated network, and you can't get it unless you pay. Like whether you're Comcast, you can't just like plug in an antenna and pull it
Right.
out of the air like you can ABC, NBC, CBS. You had to have some kind of subscription somewhere to get Court TV, and yet they were streaming it for everybody to watch. That's where I would like to appeal it. Like, hey, how come?
Maybe because it's not a paid event, it's a court. It's basically public information.
Yeah, nobody paid to go to that courtroom.
No,
These people
there was
paid
nobody.
money to go watch it.
Nobody was making money off of that.
Yeah, that's true. Except Court TV, they're getting money off the ratings. I don't know. Well, I don't know.
That's what I just said. I was like, I don't know.
I feel like appealing and just saying, hey, I'm not really appealing to appeal. I would just like to know how this is different.
Well, well, it's too late now. We already did the thing. Well, we can still appeal.
Yeah.
I would like to appeal, not to appeal because I don't think I did something wrong, to appeal and say, well, I wasn't trying to do something wrong. I was just doing a thing.
Yeah.
There was no intent. There was no ill intent behind
Yeah.
it. But I think they're still it would still be, well, no, it's still wrong.
Well, that's the last time I'm not going to live stream anything unless someone else is already live streaming it. Like the Johnny Depp thing is
Chris
like, all
says,
right.
this is educational with commentary on the content you're reading.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody got to learn something tonight.
Yeah, Chris is right. It's just a fine line, and the problem is, even if you'll never know for sure until you get one or you don't get one after you've done it,
right?
Because it's such a fine line.
Well, I'm playing that game right now. If you notice, there's a line, an audio clip that I started putting on my reviews just because I think it's funny. But along with it, I have the words that pop up that say I don't have the rights to this. So
yeah,
and it passes copyright inspection.
Yeah, like my videos, you see the clips that I pull from movies, just one line, funny clips.
Yeah,
you know
why you can do that? Because when you know how when you upload your video, there's those options down at the bottom that says it allows embedding and it allows people to use clips of your video, blah blah blah, and as long as that's checked, you can do it.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can't see that when they post it, but chances are because they checked that, you're able to copy that.
Yeah.
And it'll pass through. I did it too with what was it? This Boom Arm review.
Yeah.
I think it was this.
I did it for a while and then I stopped doing it just because I was getting nervous, but now I'm doing it again because I'm like, it's funny.
It's fun.
And, review videos, everybody does them. They're a dime a dozen. What makes
if there's an issue with it, they're going to let you know. I've
just made up my mind. I've kind of floated back and forth. Like, all right, I'm going to do a mic review and I'm going to throw the specs on there. I'm going to talk about the EQ curve, the frequency response of these things and the specs. Yep. I'm like, you know what? You can Google the specs. Bandrew and all them, like they'll talk about the specs. For me, just like Tom Buck, I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to talk to it, talk about it, talk about the personal experience of it, my personal experience with it. And yeah, I don't.
I'm going to leave all that real technical stuff up to the people that know it. I don't know it that well, so I just
I don't care about the specs personally.
Personal experience.
Yeah, I don't care about the specs personally. The noise, like I want to plug it in and see how it sounds in my room, and then they can watch it
and go, I think I like that, or I don't like that at all.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I'm not a spec nerd.
Whenever you have a chance after this, obviously, that clip that I sent you today.
I did watch it.
Let me know. The reason I sent it to you is because I'm not real knowledged with the proper gain levels with a condenser. So I want to make sure that I'm not misjudging something because of lack of knowledge.
No, honestly, like you had that gain for that microphone that you sent me. You had your gain turned down to 12. I think you remember you said in that video.
20.
That is low. 25. 25 is the lowest preset that Rodecaster Duo even has in there. Like the lowest condenser setting is 25 dB. So
the reason I had it down to 20 was because that's how low I had to get before I stopped hearing the room noise.
Yeah, but I could still hear it. When you had it down to 20, I could still hear airy hissy sound on my iPhone.
Okay. All right. So I'm all right.
So that's when I said that response. I'm like, dude, that particular lineup, I'm not trying to spoil anything because I want people to watch the video because now we're getting they're curious.
Yeah.
They need to know.
This is my plug.
that particular brand of microphones, that lineup, it is so hit or miss. You can get a good one that's really good. Bark reviewed one from that company and it was really awesome. And then did another one and it was awful. I got one and it was awful. You got one. And
so far.
Yeah. So far it's got a high noise floor.
Okay, well, I'm still going to do the video. Yeah. It's just not going to do well. I don't know about my video.
You're letting everybody know, hey, this is a cheaper mic, but you're going to have a noise floor. To me, that microphone that you're going to review is the kind of microphone that people would use if they've got music in their video, because you're not going to hear that airy sound if you got music sitting underneath you as you're talking.
Yeah.
But like what we're doing, they're going to hear the.
It's yeah. And I just want to make sure that I'm doing level wise what I should be doing to get it where it's supposed to be. I don't want to be unfair, you know?
No, if you're at 20 dB, even for a condenser, that's low. And if you're hearing a noise floor that loud at 20 dB, something's wrong. Like I'm just going to tell you guys, like his noise floor was like. This is 53 dB of gain on this microphone. And I am whispering over here. And your mic had that kind of noise floor.
See, it's coming through less than what you're hearing, though.
All right,
do you have a noise gate or a suppression?
Hold on. I think EV Mux has it because we're live streaming.
Could be.
Yeah, because I don't have any processing on any of these.
But yeah, they get the idea.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Yep.
It's coming, but I'm not gonna say what it is until.
Yep. Gotta watch. Done. Spoiler alert! You just got spoilers. It's a microphone that has a great tone. I like the tone when you speak into it. Yeah. I love the tone. That noise floor is just killer. So yeah, y'all want to know what it is? You're gonna have to stay tuned. Clay Allen.
Is there anything that fixes that? Like a preamp?
I think OBS, you can put a filter on it. I know, like in DaVinci Resolve, my editing software knocks that out. It's in the paid version. Well, I just upgraded to the pay version when I got that keyboard. The editing keyboard. It comes with, if you get that, you get a free license to the studio version of DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, sweet.
So when I did that, there's a setting in audio where you click it and it isolates your voice and it knocks all.
So I have that in Final Cut.
Yeah.
And
that's it.
This
post issue.
This type of video, I won't use that.
Yeah.
I only use that when I do my Chronicle stuff because I'm not reviewing anything.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to use that on this because you need to hear this.
Yeah. So it's a usable mic, especially.
But there's
that tone.
Yeah, it's a user. Yeah. No, it sounds good. Great.
It's just a microphone that if you like that tone, you like that price, you like the way it looks, This is a microphone that when you're done with your audio, you get in your editing
You're gonna have to do
software
some
and you're gonna have to
post-production
do
on it.
post with it. So there's one microphone that I always have to do stuff in post with it. Just clean it up just a little bit. I forgot which one it is, but I was using it for a while.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do in that video. I might just do that. I might do like one section
Mhm.
so that they can hear what it would sound like.
Yeah, that's what it is. The Rode NT1 Signature Series. Even with all this treatment, I still get more echo that I want.
You do. You do.
Reverb in my room that I'm comfortable with. So
I'm
when I
not
use my Rode NT1, I have to use that
I hate
voice
saying this,
isolation.
but when you use that one, I'm not that impressed.
No. Bark's not either. Bark's
I'm
not
like,
high in
"Ugh."
that microphone at all.
Yeah.
To me,
So
the
this
only
is
NT1 that I want is the 4th generation one because it's got a little bit more of a bottom end on it.
yeah.
But I don't want to pay $250 for that sound.
They're on round 5 of 10 on the last fight before the boys. I have to go to the bathroom
All right,
before
yeah,
I
we gotta wrap
watch
this
this
up.
fight.
I'm crashing.
I'm
we were just
watching
gonna
the
come
fight.
on
I'm
for
not.
30 minutes and just hang out because we haven't been here for a while, and we're 1 hour and 31 minutes of the second attempt.
Oh, we're dropping. We're the viewers are dropping like flies too
Yeah.
because of the fight.
The fight. All right. Well, with that said, the viewers are leaving. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Clay's got to go pee. I need to go figure out who's logging into Netflix because I'm getting booted and I pay for this. So I should be the one that should
Yeah.
not be going without.
They have new
my
family
password real
packages,
quick.
you know. That you
We've
get
got
a lot
some
more.
extended family members that have a check-in, and apparently Netflix hasn't kicked them off for not being in our household.
Oh, okay.
Chris, man, I appreciate you, man. You're a champ.
Yeah,
Love you,
yeah.
brother. And I'm still reading your stuff, that Google document. That is good
Yeah.
stuff. I wish
I didn't read it all. I'm not a reader, man. I'll fall asleep.
Now I'm in
So I went over some of it.
I've gotten through the video parts where he's talking about the cameras and stuff like that. But I'm telling you right now,
I like it. I
that
like his
is
format.
Yeah, if I was just like when I was just jumping back in this and I didn't really know anything and I'm watching videos, I wish I had something access to that because I wasted so much money buying stuff I thought I needed because it looked cool or whatever reason. But I ended up moving off of it and I wasted so much money like that. You're telling everybody with that document, you're telling everybody if they want to get started, these are some options. And if you're going to go with X, Y, or Z, this is when to
That
use
fight
it,
must
how
be
to
over.
use it. Huh?
I'm saying that fight must be over because there's nobody in the ring and they're talking.
Yeah. So we'll wrap it up. But anyways,
Sorry.
that's a great document. It's everything I wish I had available.
It is.
So, okay. All right. Love you guys. We'll be back. Probably get back to
Sometime.
doing a weekly live stream for me. I'm not sure what your schedule is.
I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
I lost you.
I don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
Hello.
I lost you because I turned the volume down on my Rodecaster. I have no idea why I did that. I
Well, you
turned
had the
around and
music
just
going.
slid it.
You had the music going from the thing.
Oh, but yeah, that I'll talk to you on the phone because like one of the
Yeah.
things is I know your schedule has changed. I don't know if you're able to stream earlier on a Friday than where we're at.
Possibly.
Because that's where I'm at. It's difficult for me to make it to 9.
I don't blame you. I don't like to, but since my schedule's changed, that's definitely an option.
Yeah, I'd like to start streaming earlier and be done by 9. So
all right, yeah, let's talk about it.
We'll talk about it. But anyways, all right, guys. Love you. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
He's the only one.
He's the only one here.
Yep.
And I honestly think I'm going to get the Memphis Blue next because it's only $60. I've spent so much. Like I spent $450.
You bought
on
that.
This.
You bought the
SC4100. That was $350, and then I turned around and bought this.
Are you watching? Are you taking off? Because if you are, I'm not going to come back upstairs.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut off and go watch it downstairs with the fam.
Okay.
So, all right, man.
Talk to you in the world.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace out. We love you, and
Everybody have a good evening.
We'll see you on this live stream in 1 week, and we will have videos posted on our channel for reviews next week. Peace out, y'all. Hitting in.